Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just want to do an exercise with you to recap and reinforce something we covered in the previous video. So, if you remember, we talked about how a singular, once I can have my pen ready, a singular, which is called a mufrad in Arabic, and a broken plural, broken plural, which we call jama mukassar. Okay, they are both the same, i.e. they come as a family. In other words, when it appears, so when you have a singular or a broken plural, it will have three states we talked about, which is the marfu, the majroor, right, and the mansub. So we talked about this before, that you have these three states and they follow the same particular pattern. So if you watch a previous video, you'll find it all there, right? So what I want to do is I just want to go through a practice with you, and I want you to watch the video and stop at certain points just to get some practice. So have a pen and paper ready, and we'll go through this together. But before we do that, let's look at what I want you to do, right? So I'm going to pick some words from this chapter in the Quran, from the chapter of Al-Fatiha, which is the first chapter in the Quran. So let's pick some words. Let's actually pick a different color pen. So we're going to use this word Alhamdu. We're going to use Ar-Rahman here. We're going to look at Ad-Din. We're going to look at As-Sirat. And we're going to look at Al-Maghdubi. So we're going to look at these words, and individually we're going to work through them. So what I want you to remember is that we did something in earlier lessons called DIN. We used this acronym before, right? So G is for gender. So whether something is mudhakkar or muannas. N is for number. So whether it's singular, dual or plural. I'rab is what we are covering right now, and we had D for definite or indefinite. Okay, and we're gonna do all four of these. So we're gonna take these words here. So for example, alhamdu, and we're going to work out which one, whether it's indefinite, what's the i'rab on it, is it singular, plural, or dual, and what's the gender of that word. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one with you as an example, and then I want you to stop the video, pause the video, and do the rest for me. Let me try and pick a thinner pen. Yeah, this one will be a better pen. Okay, get a different color so we can see it a little bit more. All right, so alhamdu, let's pick alhamdu first. So first, alhamdu, we need to work out, is it definite or indefinite? Well, alhamdu has alif lam before it. So we know, as we know, it's going to be ma'rifah, right? We covered this in the previous lessons. So it's ma'rifah. So we tick that one off. Alhamdu, right? Then we're going to look at its number. So is it singular, plural, or dual? Well, when we look at a word, we know it's singular. So it's, right, mufrad. Okay, now it's mufrad. Okay, so we've done that. Now remember what we just said. When something is mufrad, it's either going to be rafa, nasab, or majrur. Now we look at the word and we find out there's a dhamma on top, and that makes it marfu'. Okay, so we've done the i'rab as well. And the last thing we're going to do for alhamdu is we're going to work out the gender. Well, we know alhamdu is mudhakkar, masculine. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Mudhakkar. Right. So I've done, as you can see, I've done the gender here. Gender. I've done the i'rab here. I've done the number here. and I've also done whether it's definite or indefinite. Definite or indefinite. So what I want you to do is pause the video and I want you to go through Ar-Rahman, Ad-Din, Sirat and Maghdub, and I want you to do that for me. So stop the video, pause the video, and when you're ready, press play and we'll do this section together. Right? So while I'm deleting that, you can pause it as well. Okay. So let's start this. Let's do this. Okay. So the first word is Ar-Rahman. So Ar-Rahman, I'm just going to do it here for you. Well, Ar-Rahman has an alif lam at the beginning, so we know it's definite. And remember, what's the Arabic word for that? Ma'rifah. Okay, it's Ma'rifah. So we've done that. All right. Then we can see that it has a kasra at the bottom. So the i'rab is going to be, it's going to be majroor. And remember, it's also mufrad. It's singular. Okay. And so remember what the rule we said, when it's singular or a broken plural, it's going to be marfu, mansub, majroor. So we've done that. So we've done definite, we've done the i'rab, we've done the number, and then we know it's masculine, so it's going to be mudhakkar. All right, that's straightforward for you there. Okay, let's look at the next one, which is ad-din, and we're going to do it here. So ad-din, we straight away we see the alif lam before it, so we know. Now I'm not going to use English anymore. I'm just going to do it in Arabic. So we know it's ma'rifah. We know it's ma'rifah. So we've done the definite, indefinite. We look at the word ad-din. We know it's mudhakkar, masculine. We know the i'rab because it's got a kasra. We should have a kasra at the end. So it's going to be majroor. The state is majroor. Okay, so we've done three things. And the final thing we need to work out is its number. Ad-din is singular, so the word is mufrad. So it's ma'rifah, mudhakkar, majroor, and mufrad. All right. Let's look at sirat over here. I'll do it different color so we don't get confused. See if I can pick up. Let's use a bit of green. Okay, as-sirat. So straight away we see the alif lam. So we're gonna know it's gonna be. Ooh, let me change the color because some people might not see that one. Try to use that. Okay, so as-sirat is ma'rifah. We know that because it's got alif lam on it. Ma'rifah. Okay, sirat. Now the word as-sirat again is mufrad. It's a singular, and we know that when it's mufrad or it's jama mukassar, a broken plural, it's going to be marfu, mansub, majroor. As-sirata, ihdina as-sirata. Sirata is going to be mansub because it's got a fatha. Got a fatha on it. Right? So we've done ma'rifah, definite, indefinite. We've done the number, singular, mufrad. And we've done the i'rab, mansub, because it has a fatha on it. The only thing we have left is a gender, and as-sirat is mudhakkar. Okay, that one's done. Wonderful. Alhamdulillah. The final one, I'll just do this in blue for you. Al-Maghdub. So let's do what we know already. Al-Maghdub has alif lam. So we know it's definite. So it's going to be ma'rifah. Ma'rifah. So we've done that. Al-Maghdubi, right? So you can see here, it's got kasra on it. But we also know that it's singular. So it's mufrad. Al-Maghdubi is mufrad. Now we know again, if a word is mufrad or it's a broken plural, it's going to be in one of three states. Mudhakkar, marfu, mansub, majroor. So we look here and we see it's got a kasra on it. So it's going to be majroor, right? Because of the kasra, the zair, if you like. So we've done three things. All that is left now, right? So all that is left now is, let's have a look. We've done ma'rifah, definitely. We've done the number. So we've only got a gender left. And we know maghdub is mudhakkar. So here you've just analyzed some nouns from the Quran. using what we've been covering, the four things that you've been learning so far. So you're already well on your way to engaging with the Quran. Can you see? But this is very, very important. And this, what we've covered, only applies, like I said, to mufrad, singular, right? And or jama mukassar. Okay, broken plurals. We'll do the other types in the next lesson and you'll find that useful, inshallah. Okay, hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please do reach out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.